Hi friends, in our time together today, I'm introducing scale exercise 23 for our D whistles, low and high D, and I'll introduce the exercise in D and in G. I know it's been a few weeks since I've introduced a scale exercise, and that's because, well, scale exercise aren't something like a song where you always get a new one. Each scale exercise is designed to achieve something specific. Scale exercise 23 is designed for us to really work on our note transitions, walking up and down the whistle in runs, and that'll enable us to work on dexterity and on speed and other things. I'll talk about that in a minute after I introduce the exercise in both D and G. As usual, you could download the exercise using the link I'll put at the top of the notes to this video. And I think this is a really important exercise. And I think exercises in general are very important. See, if you're only learning to play when you come to a tune, then you're only learning what that tune's requiring you to learn. And you're having to learn all the skills to play the tune while you're learning to play the tune. And so you're just piling on work. Learn to play your whistle well outside of learning to play a tune. That's why scale exercises are so important, so that when a tune is presented to you, your learning path to learn the tune is faster. And you know that elusive thing, you're sitting down to learn a tune, or you're sitting down to play with others, or you're watching one of those online sessions or something, and you want to learn the tune. Well, if you have developed a deep set of skills in playing your whistle in yourself by practicing things like scale exercises, then your success will come more quickly. Anyway, they're really important. Work on them. Trust me. Please. Anyway, scale exercise 23. And if you're using the music and tabs, you'll notice that I've not fully fleshed it out. And that's because I'm showing you the pattern, and then I expect you to repeat it up and down the scale. The main reason I didn't show you the entire pattern is it'd take too long. So the basic exercise is, here's the pattern for it. Okay, and you walk up the scale. I'd like you to walk as high as you can, because that's important for us, for developing the ability to play at the top of that second octave. And if you can't get there, then fumble through it. You develop your skills by trying and focusing. So here's the exercise, starting on the lower D, and I'm just going to go up a little while, and I'll stop when I feel like it. Okay, you just keep going. The walk down is going to be very similar. I'll just do the walk down for you, starting on the second octave D. And you can end that however you want. I just did a You could do whatever you want to do. It's an exercise for us to learn. Okay, here's the exercise in G. Similarly, I've not written everything out on the paper because you'll see the pattern, and I want you to be able to repeat it by thinking and letting your fingers do the work. But I've shown it to you. I'll go 1 octave. Now, remember, starting on the G, you've got that C natural, whatever fingering works best for your whistle. All right, keep going up, just until you can't. Now here's I'll go start on the 2nd octave G and walk down. Alrighty, that's it. Now it might feel to you as though you've got some options, some decisions you'll have to make, and I think that's true. This is scale exercise 23. If this is the first exercise you've done with me, then it might feel a little more intimidating, but just keep working on it. Through practice, we develop and increase our skills. So I'll put a link at the end of this video to the whole scale exercise playlist, because they're really important for us to develop our skills. Now, some of the things I'm expecting, well, I've designed this scale exercise because this is what it's going to do for us. We all want to learn to play more quickly. Even if your life is devoted to playing slow airs, it's still helpful to learn to play quickly. So do this on your low D and your high D. So start off steady as fast as you can at a steady pace. And then try and pick up the pace. And see how you're doing with hole coverage, dexterity, and if it's difficult, that's why it's a good exercise. But as you can imagine, we get to the point where you're transitioning from the lower octave to the 2nd octave, especially in the G. So think about trying to do the exercise in G to build your speed. Think about that transition between the lower and the 2nd octave. All right, try that one fast. So anyway, my main goal for this exercise is for us to work on our speed. This is also a good one, so dexterity, hole coverage, that's going to come into speed. If you want, you could play it slowly and just listen. go tone quality for the whole thing. Do that. It's so flexible for so many skills. Throw ornaments in. It's just great. So anyway, scale exercise 23, specifically designed for us to work on dexterity and developing and enhancing our speed, particularly crossing from the lower octave to the second octave. My friends, I was going to say, I hope this is beneficial. I know this is beneficial because exercises like this develop and enhance our skills and will be better whistle players as a result. Let me know if you've got any questions or ideas. Until next time, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling, my friends.